Hello there. This is Ricky, and here I'm going to tell you the top 15 Git interview questions and answers usually asked in interviews. Here we go. Part 4. Advanced version. 1. In Git, how do you revert a commit that has already been pushed and made public? There can be two answers to this question, and make sure that you include both because any of the below options can be used depending on the situation. Remove or fix the bad file in a new commit and push it to the remote repository. This is the most natural way to fix an error. Once you have made necessary changes to the file, commit it to the remote repository. For that, I will use git commit m commit message. Create a new commit that undoes all changes that were made in the bad commit.to. Do this, I will use a command git revert. 2. What is the difference between git pull and git fetch? Git pull command pulls new changes or commits from a particular branch from your central repository and updates your target branch in your local repository. Git fetch is also used for the same purpose, but it works in a slightly different way. When you perform a git fetch, it pulls all new commits from the desired branch and stores it in a new branch in your local repository. If you want to reflect these changes in your target branch, git fetch must be followed with a git merge. Your target branch will only be updated after merging the target branch and fetched branch. Just to make it easy for you, remember the equation below. Git pull equals git fetch plus git merge. 3. How do you find a list of files that has changed in a particular commit? Git diff tree r hash, given the commit hash. This will list all the files that were changed or added in that commit. The r flag makes the command list individual files, rather than collapsing them into root directory names only. The output will also include some extra information, which can be easily suppressed by including a couple of flags. Git diff tree, no commit id, name only r hash. Here, no commit id will suppress the commit hashes from appearing in the output, and name only will only print the file names, instead of their paths. 4. How do you set up a script to run every time a repository receives new commits through push? To configure a script to run every time a repository receives new commits through push, one needs to define either a pre-receive, update, or a post-receive hook depending on when exactly the script needs to be triggered. Pre-receive hook in the destination repository is invoked when commits are pushed to it. Any script bound to this hook will be executed before any references are updated. This is a useful hook to run scripts that help enforce development policies. Update hook works in a similar manner to pre-receive hook, and is also triggered before any updates are actually made. However, the update hook is called once for every commit that has been pushed to the destination repository. Finally, post-receive hook in the repository is invoked after the updates have been accepted into the destination repository. This is an ideal place to configure simple deployment scripts, invoke some continuous integration systems, dispatch notification emails to repository maintainers, etc. Hooks are local to every Git repository and are not versioned. Scripts can either be created within the hooks directory inside the Git directory, or they can be created elsewhere and links to those scripts can be placed within the directory. 6. What is Git bisect? How can you use it to determine the source of a regression bug? Git provides a rather efficient mechanism to find bad commits. Instead of making the user try out every single commit to find out the first one that introduced some particular issue into the code, Git bisect allows the user to perform a sort of binary search on the entire history of a repository. By issuing the command git bisect start, the repository enters bisect mode. Identify a bad and a good commit. Git bisect bad hash marks the current version as bad. Git bisect good hash or tag hash marks the given hash or tag as good, ideally of some earlier commit. Once this is done, Git will then have a range of commits that it needs to explore. At every step, it will check out a certain commit from this range, and require you to identify it as good or bad. After which the range will be effectively halved, and the whole search will require a lot less number of steps than the actual number of commits involved in the range. Once the first bad commit has been found, or the bisect mode needs to be ended, the following command can be used to exit the mode and reset the bisection state. Git bisect reset. 7. How do you cherry pick a merge commit? Cherry pick uses a diff to find the difference between branches. As a merge commit belongs to a different branch, it has two parents and two changesets. For example, if you have merge commit ref sample, you have to specify m and use parent 1 as a base. Greater than git checkout release branch git. Greater than cherry pick m1 sample. 8. One of your teammates accidentally deleted a branch, and has already pushed the changes to the central Git repo. There are no other Git repos, and none of your other teammates had a local copy. How would you recover this branch? Check out the latest commit to this branch in the reflog, and then check it out as a new branch.